Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, there has been an update in between the last episode and this one here, and some things have changed and some fantastic things have been added. We've got a few sort of bug fixes and general fixes of everything going on there, which is always fantastic. We like that. A lot of the bugs that I was reading I've not suffered with at all, but obviously people have, and they've been fixed, which is always a good thing. One of the big ones was apparently the splitter would sometimes ignore the way you would push things, but so if you've ever experienced that, just break them and put them down again, and that should fix it there. But the big updates, which I really like, is this here. Look at these. Look, we have houses. We have different house models now, and apparently they upgrade depending on their stage. So obviously these are all tier 5. They got purple roofs. Over here we got some tier 4s. They're different, but we can put down some more. Let's put down some and go through it. We can move them off as well. So your basic house looks like a little tiny basic house. Cool. So let's upgrade him. Tier 2. I guess a chimney and a instead of a thatch roof, he gets a tiled roof. That's good. We can't upgrade again because we've got no stone. Right. Upgrade. There we go. Okay, so he gets an extension on the back. Awesome. He or she or they get an extension on the back. Awesome. Tier 4, you get a little roof on top. You get an extra room for extra people. Awesome. And then tier 5, they get golden crested wood, purple roofs, better windows, general upgrade, and a little side window. Awesome. Well impressed with that. That is really impressive. So let's put him down there. There we go. Okay. Oh, they're a little bit smaller now, so they look like they got gaps in between, but they haven't. Bear that in mind. They don't actually have gaps in between. Okay. That was one of the big updates that I really like the idea of. There's a few new units as well, which one of I'm really happy with. There's the caravan first. The caravan is a bigger cart. It can hold 4 lots of 8 inventories, which is really good. It does mean you could actually have this grab and drop off multiple different items. Although I'm not sure how you'd actually get that working with the pathing, but essentially it's a bigger cart. And it seems to move just as fast as a cart as well. So it's just a late game cart. You'd upgrade your carts to caravans, I suppose. Very useful. We also have a new model for the mining, or drill I should say. There it is, the harvester drill. This looks fantastic. Look at that. It's a proper drill with a great big engine. That looks fantastic. I wonder if it actually animates. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. Let's see. Go on, dig that, put it there. It doesn't bob up and down or anything like that, but it is mining. Awesome. Right. Okay, and the final new unit, and the one that I'm most excited about in workers here, we have the cargo boat. I wanted to change the fishing boat to allow it to take cargo for a long time, and now we have the cargo boat. We have a unit which can carry, wow, 2, 4, 6, 80. Yeah, that's impressive. Wow. Okay. That's really impressive. That can carry 80 units in one go. That's way better than a minecart. Yeah, it's going to be so much better. I'm really thinking maybe we should rip all this rail out, because I didn't really like the look of it. It looked a bit weird, just being on the water there like that. It just didn't seem to fit properly. But now, of course, I can just I can bring things over directly. I can bring them straight over to here. I don't even need the packages anymore, really. You could get rid of the packages and just have them grab the ethers. So we might get to that in this episode. I think that might be an idea. The the cargo boat. It looks hold on, I'm gonna have to move that to the other side because it's stuck. Cargo boat, come down here. And then go that way. It is the same speed as a minecart. So we're not going to lose any speed doing this, and we're going to gain stuff because obviously it's got a lot more minutes. So we'll definitely get to that. One other thing as well, which they've added, is a new research towards the end of the game, apparently. Yeah, this research allows you to delete, move, or construct temples. You would need the temples to do it anyway, but it just basically, I could research the fire temple and then I could go over there and go, hey, fire temple, pick you up, bring you over here to our magic system and have it all in one place rather than spread out like it is. So I like that. I'm not going to do it because I've got the infrastructure set up for moving all around, but in the future that could be very useful, particularly if the maps are bigger and you're spread out a lot more. I'm very compact here compared to some other towns that I've seen. I know we're sprawled out across 3 different islands here, but I'm pretty compact, or 4 actually, but I'm pretty compact compared to some sprawling villages and the way people do things. They have like 5 or 6 mines doing stuff and so much more going on. So that's something for the future. Maybe expand, increase. Yeah, don't really know, but we will see. So what did we do last time? Last time we obviously finished this up here and got this kind of working. It is working. The leather is going, and this is struggling, this one, for some reason. We've got plenty of leather inside here. There's no problem there. You're making warm coats. You're full of warm coats, so that's all good. And I think you're full of warm coats because we weren't actually delivering any the other side. So, bear with me just a moment. We shall be right back, and we will fix that there. Right. So we have a cart here that is grabbing these warm coats, don't we? No, we do not. So we're going to need one of those to start with, which is going to be simple enough. Stop there, and we'll put in a cart there, and we can't afford to put another cart in because we don't have enough iron. Ooh, things are not going well. So we'll grab warm coats on that cart there, and we can. Oh, actually, didn't we have? Yeah, we had a. Was it just a cart over here? It is if it might have been. We also have pickaxes. Were we making pickaxes? We were. Right. Well, in that case, let's just grab that one and plop it down there, and then we'll grab this minecart, which is set to warm coats. All about recycling. That's what we need. And turn it around. And hopefully they'll go. There we go. Right, okay. So that's going to go along and dock more coats in there. And you're no longer required. Okay. And I'm going to use wagons rather than new caravans for this. The caravans are good at hauling stuff a long way. But hang on, something's not right here. Why is the veggie stew delivering and then okay, so they've got an issue where they're trying to deliver, because it's full, they're then going, well, I can't deliver there, so where else can I deliver to? And they're going back to the silo to drop off. That's not such a bad thing, I suppose. That's Yeah, I suppose that's going to be okay. But let's take warm coats and deliver them to the general store and to the other general store, like so. And hopefully that can all get going. Our apple pies are running very low for some bizarre reason. Oh, we don't actually have apple pies coming in. That's a bit of a problem. And we don't have medical wraps coming in. Why do we not have medical wraps? What are you missing? You're missing... Politis. You're missing... cloth. And you're missing cloth because I turned the pusher off, didn't I? There we go. Just so I could get it to go round and kickstart that there. Okay, so... there we go. Right, now... you make 10 seconds at 500% and you are 460%? Oh, you've got Steam power, that's why. You could probably do with being connected to the Steam network, actually. That would make sense. Because it's doing extra workload. So that does make sense. You as well. You could do with being connected to the Steam network. It's not like we're struggling for power or anything. But we are actually struggling for flour. Is very interesting. You are running at full oomph. We're going to switch this up again. We're going to put sugar onto this side and turn off the sugar on this side. I'm sure I've done that a few times and it ends up you lose one compared to the other one or vice versa. But right now our priority is definitely going to be on getting some grain in because this is struggling. Now, is it struggling because it doesn't have the resources? No, it's got grain, so it's going. It's just taking its time. This appears to have recovered pretty well for our apples. That's good. You're full of butter. You're just a buffer for the butter. Yep. I realised I should have probably not quite used a silo for that. We've got 100 butters sat there doing nothing, so. Your speed's fine. It's just you are just severely struggling for flour because you're struggling just to get the grain in. That's the problem. The problem is you haven't got enough grain, which is something that I thought we had issues with here. But you apparently don't. No, we're actually building up on wool. It's leather that we're running a bit lower on now. But that's fine. That's not really a problem. Everything is running. It's just running slowly. You, for instance, you're you're getting the bits and pieces now. So okay, everything is awesome. It is still herbs. Herbs are still the problem, and it's not like you're producing the herbs slowly. It's just that we're using way too many of them. So we might have to do something about that, which might involve moving the cotton farm, but not right now. This is working. This is working. It just needs to keep an eye on it. As we get more industrialized and bigger and bigger, we are struggling to keep up with things, but that will keep our happiness up, and our happiness will increase the speed of everything, which is good. That's what we want. Our food market is on, I cannot see what our food market is on, plus 21 happiness. I initially think 20 was the highest it could go, but apparently it's on 24 happiness, 23 happiness. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, it's 25 happiness is the maximum it can go to. Okay. You're 20 and you're currently on 12. Okay. And the reason you're on 12 is because you need more pickaxes and reinforced planks. But reinforced planks we're struggling with because we don't have the iron. Is that true? Apparently we don't have the iron. Why do we not have the iron? What's going on here? Also we don't have the rails. No. Are we taking rails still? Is that a mistake? Right, you're a shirt guy. You no longer need to exist. Your stone brick, your warm coats, you no longer need to exist. Planks, pickaxe, wood, stone brick. Yeah, I think the issue here is we're still just struggling for resources. Your rail ties, and I don't think we're doing. We are still apparently putting rail ties in here. So are we selling rail ties still? That's still a thing. We are. Didn't I stop that? Didn't we replace? No, we're still using rail ties instead of the conveyor belts. Ah, yes, right, okay. I did want to switch to conveyor belts because I feel like we can make more of those. Although they still require... They require 5 iron plates and the rail ties only require 2. So technically the rail ties are better for that. Maybe we should stick to the rail ties and just sort out our stone, which is kind of what we were doing here. So your shirts, pick you up and put you down there. That'll deliver shirts for us there. So we've now got this space here, and what we wanted to do was put in a dedicated stone system for our polished stone. So let's remove this coal because we don't need that. And let's move things up here a little bit. So we're going to move the stonemason to anywhere here, really. It doesn't particularly matter. We'll put him there. And we're going to move this barn to being on the tracks. There. Put it on the tracks there and put the stonemason behind him by 1. There we go. Okay. And we've got a gap in there to do something if we want to. Right. And what we then need to do is... Oh. That will hopefully pick up there because we've got 2 going there. And I'm going to put in a second mine here. Now I still wasn't quite sure whether I want to do it half iron, half stone. Because we are struggling for both still. And I think I might do maybe half iron, half stone. But I think we'll just start with the stone and then take it from there. So we'll remove all these here. And the terrain is a little bit topsy-turvy. I am going to have to flatten that down, unfortunately, because... Well, it doesn't have to be flattened right down. Just the centre needs to become somewhat flat. And if we put this in, say, there, then we get 2 mines. They're not overlapping. If I put it there, for instance, they would be overlapping, and but no, we'll put it there, like so. Okay, and we'll I'm going to surround it, I think, and we're going to do a higher Oh, what's it called? We're going to do a higher something that I've forgotten the name of. Belt, that's the word. We're going to do a higher belt off the ground, so it grabs it from higher up. That was the word I was trying to find there. If I do two, I'd want two outputs on this, but we can figure that out because the other one would go this way anyway. So, yeah. And we're going to put in a magic belt with a grabber, and I will set you to stone, even though this is just going to be stone for the minute. But there we go. Right, and then we're going to place stone, which costs red coins, which is absolutely fine. And I'm going to do. Did not need to do it that far, did I? Can't afford it because we don't have any more stone. Blimey. And what I am going to do as well is I'm going to actually add another barn in here. Can't afford it because we don't have enough stone. Do I have a barn somewhere I can steal? What have I got here? Barn for the leather. Barn for wool. Barn for leather. You can be emptied very, very quickly. Oh dear. You're not upgraded at all. You are upgraded a little bit. Right, well, we'll move you out and we'll put you in there. There we go. And that will still work, and then we have a spare barn. Hey! Recycle, the possibilities are endless. And we'll put a few stability things there, and we can't put any in there because it won't let us. Okay. And then you are going to do stone. Okay. And we'll put stone into this barn here. He says hopefully. Yes, yes it will. We're going to throw some workers into here. Yep. You're working flat out. Now, I could add Omnistone upgrades to these. You just put them on there, boost and forget, and they go. The other thing I've noticed is that my chargers seem to be slower now. I don't know if the time's changed on them. Has it gone up? Does it take longer to do now? I'm not too sure, but I might have a look into that as well. I might just move this over and add some more to it because it's definitely struggling to keep up. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, so you're getting stone in there, and we're going to use that stone to build more stone. Because that's how it works. You use stone to spend stone to put in more stone, and we can go all the way to that block there. So if I you're saying no to that, aren't you? Or are you? No, you're saying that's okay. Okay, right. That's the corner. And of course this is going to speed up as it goes. It's going to get faster and faster. If I discover that having just the one mine here it's filling up, then I might put two grabbers on it to go and take the stone. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think this one stonemason needs more than the others. Well, I know it needs 10 rather than that, but I think it will work off the one mine is what I'm trying to say there. Okay, right, so that's going that, and see this is filled up. This is actually filled up, so this is not grabbing fast enough to empty this out running at its current pace, which is odd because it is fast enough to do this one, but I think that's because it's dealing with two different types. Maybe once the stone gets up to be in the 360%, it's going to struggle. I'm not sure, but we will see. I really do need to do that, but we need stone. We need loads of stone to accumulate and change things in the. It's just struggling like mad. Okay, so you are actually now filling up, which is a good thing. You're no longer waiting for stone. That's a good thing. going to bin that one polished stone. Could have left it, but okay, and we'll get rid of that row stop. Don't need that either. Okay, so you're full. Right. Grab me some more stone, please. Stone. There we go. And we've already got some depleted ones. That's a real pain in the backside. So I need to figure out the regen already. Wasn't really quite prepared for. I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. Earth Shrine, we'll cover all that, and we'll cover all that. Okay, so not that it matters which way they face, but there we go. Right. And we need to put the infrastructure in for that as well, because obviously this is grabbing everything it needs to grab. And we can do that, and then you will start creating your polished stone. Go into there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's all good. And we can then put iron this side and have another iron system if we start struggling for iron. I don't know. I think this is sort of running at full speed. Even if I replace this all with a magic conveyor, it wouldn't go any faster. I think due to the distances we're travelling, it's sort of capped out. So yeah, we are now getting stone in. That's good. That's good. And obviously once this stone builds up, this will stop and cap off, and then it can just concentrate on doing iron, which will double up things. So once we get the thing going, it will work better. So let's move this around. I want to let that feed out a bit first, and then move it over, and we can sort these all out exactly the same way that we had before, or that we have over there, I should say. Right, so let's move that one to there. We'll put in 4, and then we'll move that one to there. And then we'll grab the splitters, and we'll just go splitter, 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 and that kind of evens it out. I think that works well enough. And that should be it. That should be all we need to do, and that should keep that all going. We do need to add some more earth stone to this, because it's... yeah, it's struggling. It's definitely struggling. And you know what? Let's use the brand new the caravan. Let's use that. Providing, of course, we have enough earth crystals. Not really sure how many you can grab. Let's find out. Let's use a new caravan. Ba-bomb. You've grabbed 8, 16. So you grabbed 32. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. We've got 32. And then we go over here and we'll drop... well, I suppose I've got to drop all 32 into it, because... yeah. So drop all 32 into there. That's going to absolutely flood that system. You didn't drop all of them in there, which is interesting. Why didn't you drop all of them in there? Okay, and we're getting full ones come through, so we don't want to do that. So we'll drop the rest in that side. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And now we're getting some full ones come through as well, which means the system is saturated. It means that it's going through and... no, it's balanced itself out a little bit. What's going on here? I've got one of these blocks wrong here. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you've got none inside you, you've got none inside you, you're good. Okay. Not quite getting everything full. I have noticed these are taking a little bit longer there, so we're getting the odd one move on. That's good. But yeah, I think this is pretty much at the correct rate we want to be at. I don't know how many's in here. I've lost track of them. But yeah, So that works. So we need to build the same system here as well. And I think I am literally just going to build exactly, because if we have a iron down here, I want to have that. So we're going to copy this to be here. So what do we want? We want to go from there, all the way along and up to there, back to there, up to and along to there, and put in the skip that way and the skip that way. Okay, then we want a receiver. There. Transmitter there. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Awesome. Right. And then I'm still using the metal conveyors for this because I don't feel as if it needs the faster ones. The slow down is the rechargers. So it's not struggling for speed anyway. Like that. Okay, grab the splitters. Just notice all them splitters are facing the wrong direction. There we go, that's better. Or were they? Would a splitter push back onto the way it's come? I don't know. Maybe they were facing the wrong way. Maybe we do actually want them facing outwards. I hadn't thought about that. Nah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, and we can't do that because we don't have any magic stone or whatever it's called. What's this here? We don't have any mana brick. We don't have any mana brick because I bet you we don't have any stone, and we don't have any stone because the stones are all being used up by the rails. Nope. Nope, not now. What else is it being used up by? Not being used up by you. Shouldn't be being used up by anybody now. Hold on, where's the stone? Size. Stone brick, why are you empty? Wait. Stone brick. Okay, let's follow the stone brick and see where it goes. So you're going to pick up from here because this is now full. There we go. You're going to dump off some in here. You're going to dump off all of it in there because that was empty. Okay, right. Although this is full, that is nuts. I'm very tempted to actually drop them off and just change those rails to being, change the rail stops to being the actual machine itself rather than having the buffer. You are struggling for stone brick, which makes an awful lot of sense because the stone brick is being picked up after you, and would have to get all the way around the whole system to get to you. Actually, the last stop on the system for a stone brick. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully, this will mean that the next lot of stone brick that comes along there, one there. Won't drop into there because you had one. That's fine. Okay, you don't drop into there. You don't drop into there. You will drop into the magic forge. I believe. Yep, there we go. Drop into the magic forge, and you can get going with that as well. Okay, and I think I'm going to also change this one up a little bit here. Not that I really can. I kind of need the filters. I'll leave that for a minute. That's working. That's working. Okay, the wood system is working. Yep, that's all good. We're happy with that. You stopped now producing stone because we didn't need any for a while, and you actually managed to fill up on iron. That's the reason. When it's running just one, it can't output fast enough. So that's good. Which means our iron still isn't going. Makes sense. We've got two outputs on it, but we are getting there. I feel as if we are getting there with the iron. I feel as if things. So stone has caught up. You're actually dropping, which doesn't surprise me. Actually, this is not running at a high enough pace yet. How many stone? We have 27. We need more than that. We need And we need for these. We need 2, 2, 4. We need 80. We need 80 of them, and we also need to grab our caravan. And grab some stone, some earthstone. Sorry, there we go. Thank you. And then we're gonna yoink it back over here. Could have just told it to drive over here, but I didn't. There we go. And drop it in there, and because that only takes 20 in one go. That's why that drops off 20 and then stops. That's fine. Okay, so we'll drop the rest in there. So we know there's exactly 32 in this system now. You're going to fill up with that. Oh wow, we actually had some bypass the others, which is fine. So yeah, and yeah, there was 20. There's wow, there's 32 in the system, and it's backed right up. So interestingly, however, why are you not auto outputting onto those conveyors? You should be. The conveyors are not the same level as you. Ah. Okay, right. So now we put that there and it outputs onto the conveyors. There we go. Right. Okay. So that could have been a big hitch. And that's flowed down a little tiny bit. Not a great deal, but no. How are we doing? 31. Come on. You need more stone. Stone is a problem. You're just not getting enough. You're going to have a second line added to you. Probably should have done this a while ago. You're going to get second. You've got 2 inputs, so why not have 2 outputs? There we go. And then you can fill and build to your heart's content. I'm also going to add you to the Steam network. Because why not? Not like we're using the Steam power. I mean, cool, we've got 167% on the Steam power, so we are good. Everything could be added to Steam power and it would still work wonderfully. Or everything that at least has its resources. No point doing this sort of thing here because it's struggling for polished stone. And that's probably because we've only got 1 cart doing polished stone, I feel. Probably. Your planks, your polished stone, your planks. Right. So we're getting there. We are getting to a system here. Planks. Stone brick. More planks. Pickaxe. Planks. Stone brick. Wow, a lot of planks and stone brick. But then we do use a lot of planks and stone bricks. They're the mainstay. Next is rail ties and brick. So yeah, there's only 1 cart going around doing the polished stone at the moment. Maybe we should put a second one in. That would make sense. Where you've just had delivery, so it's one of these. It's you. Right. I'm going to copy rail cart and we're going to put one down here. You're going to be filtered to polished brick, polished stone. There we go. There's only 5 in there at the moment. And that's because you're not producing enough. That's because, yep, you're depleted. Okay. That's fine though. That's absolutely fine. 32. I'm struggling for stone brick. And that is because, well, we don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. So you're just dropping off in the actual place. Then you're dropping down. That's fine. That's fine. Mainly to, oh excuse me, mainly to rework this. I think mainly to get a better distribution system going, rather than relying on the trains for stone and wood. Perhaps get a belt system going. Not sure. That's one of those struggling ones there. But I think everything is generally working and going. All I'm waiting for is the polished stone, the mana brick to build my rechargers, which we're struggling with. But hopefully you won't be struggling for long, because this looks as if it's actually getting going now. It's actually kicking in, it's producing the bits it needs, it gets going. So again, this is going to be a situation where I think we're just going to have to wait and let the system catch up and see whether the changes you make to a system like this, where you've got quite a detailed production line, changing something early on will take a while to have effects later on. You imagine it like a traffic jam. You get 100 cars in a traffic jam. When the first one starts moving, the last one doesn't. It's got to wait for all 99 cars in between it, or 98 cars in between it, to get going before it can go. So just because you've cleared the jam at one end doesn't mean it's empty at the other end. Plus you've got all the other cars coming in from the other end as well. So like here, for instance, we've got this set up now so it's grabbing all the stone and getting going. But until this fills up and we start saturating the place, so this is full of stone now and it's struggling for wood, it's still that sort of starts happening. We're not going to get the overflow to here for stone and then onward to other places. So yeah, so it's just a case of letting it go and seeing what happens with it. So I think we will bring this to a close here, and I'll let it run for a little bit and try and pick her up and go in there, and we'll come back next episode. We will do our mana system here, and we'll do the boats, which I wanted to do but I forgot. So and we'll do the boat system as well. That'll be the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I do love those crab. They're cool. I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.